Please stand by.
Loading. Loading complete.
30,
29, 28,
27,
26,
25, 24,
20,
22,
21, 20, 19, 18,
17,
16, 15, 14, 13,
12,
11,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 2,
Now for what you've all been waiting for.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. Yes, today we'll be covering the shadow. I have a radio broadcast which I did not upload up. I'll have to get that up in just a second here. Oh, yeah, I'm totally prepared. Okay. So I hope everybody enjoys this show today. There it is. I'll have that up for a little bit later. Well, I don't see anybody in the chat just yet. So I usually start the show with a different song, and of course, a different opening. But I usually put this one on the wheel. I kind of felt it was a good song to start with. Me and my shadow strolling down the avenue. Me and my shadow, not a soul to tell our troubles to. When it's 12 o'clock, we climb the stairs. We never knock, 'cause no one's there. Just me and my shadow, all alone and feeling blue. Yeah, I thought that was an appropriate song to start the stream with. So, hope everybody has a good time tonight. Let's just jump into the wheel here. Hello, my baby. All right. Let's see. I've got a little baby, she's out of sight. I talk to her across the telephone. I haven't seen my honey, but she's mine, alright. So take my tip and leave this gal alone. Every single morning you can hear me yell, "Hey Central, fix me across the line." He connects me with my honey, and I ring the bell. And this is what I say to baby mine. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own. Hello, hello, baby. Guess you can't hear me. The wires must be poor somewhere. Hello, hello, I get said hello. This morning through the phone. She said her name's Bess. I kind of know where I am at. I'm satisfied 'cause I got my babe's dress. You're pasted in the lining of my hat. I'm mighty scared if the wires get crossed, it'll separate me from my baby mine. Then some other fool will win her, and the game is lost. So each day I shout across the line. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own. Come on, baby. Oh, there was some peoples. File 13. Hello. Sing it like you were in a Squid Game. I mean, your life you've depended on it. Well, I think I just died. Hello, my unfinished journey. So, let's see here. Let's see what else we can get on the wheel. Actually, in second thought, so, I was trying to practice these a little earlier. Still don't feel like I have them down. I've only done these once before on St. Patrick's Day. So we'll see how these things go. I hadn't really practiced them since. I really should add them to the wheel and this list. So let's see how this goes. So the first song is Sweet Rosie O'Grady. Just down around the corner of the street where I reside, there lives the cutest little girl that I have ever spied. Her name is Rosie O'Grady. I don't mind telling you that she's the sweetest little rose the garden ever grew. Sweet Rosie O'Grady, my dear little rose, she's my steady lady, most everyone knows. And when we are married, so happy we'll be. I love sweet Rosie O'Grady, and Rosie O'Grady loves me. I never shall forget the day she promised to be mine, as we sat telling love tales in the golden summertime. 'Twas on her finger that I placed a small engagement ring, while in the trees the little birds, the song they seemed to sing. Sweet Rosie O'Grady, my dear little rose, she's my steady lady, most everyone knows. And when we are married, how happy we'll be. I love sweet Rosie O'Grady, and Rosie O'Grady loves me. Not too bad for the second time him doing that song, huh? I hope. Of course, there would seem to be possibly a sequel to that. Let's go. Am I still okay? Good. It's getting a message here saying that my screen is blocked for some reason. I don't know why. I wasn't trying to share the screen. But of course, I'm sure if any of you have watched Doomcock's show, you would recognize this song. Yesterday, while out a walking, I met a dear little girl. Somehow we started a talking. My brain was all in a whirl. She said she came from old Killarney, so I started in to quiz. I got a surprise that's opened my eyes. For who do you think she is? She's the daughter of Rosie O'Grady, a regular old-fashioned girl. She isn't crazy for diamond rings, silkens and satins and fancy things. She's just a sweet little lady, and when you meet her you'll see. Why, I'm glad I caught her, the daughter of Rosie O'Grady. I'm going to ask her to marry. I wonder what she will say. I know that if I should tarry, someone will steal her away. I've got the ring to fit her finger, if she will name the day. Imagine my pride when she is my bride, and you hear the neighbors say, she's the daughter of Rosie O'Grady, a regular old-fashioned girl. She isn't crazy for diamond rings, silkens and satins and fancy things. She's just a sweet little lady, and when you meet her you'll see. Why, I'm glad I caught her, the daughter of Rosie O'Grady. No practice. Surprisingly. So, as I was saying, today's show is about the Shadow. And who is the Shadow? Lamont Cranston, perhaps? A fictional character created by the American magazine publishers Street and Smith, with writer Walter B. Gibson. He was originally created as a narrator for early shows. The radio was for the radio program Detective Story Hour. He turned out to be such a popular character that he ended up having his own radio broadcast. First introduced in July 31st, 1930. And they added different aspects to him over the years. His iconic look is based on the magazine publications, and a lot of his powers are based on the radio broadcasts. And you'll see a mix of that in the movie from 1994. So that's a little introduction to the Shadow. And before I get any further here, I do want to cover a couple of fundraisers that are on that kind of got onto my radar here. So, put the first one on the screen. No, that's not the first one. Where'd the first one go? Yeah. Must have accidentally closed it. I will reopen it then. There it is. Okay. So our first one is on Give, Send, Go. And it is for Scooby Pup. Save Scooby and her mom from homelessness. Now, they've currently raised $2,800 with a goal of $10,000 here. Scooby and her mom are facing imminent eviction after the rent in Annapolis. This was suddenly raised from $2,500 to $4,000. That should be criminal. A month, which is far more than they can afford. They're desperately searching for a new, safe place nearby where Scooby needs to stay for vital medical care. Mm, yeah, yeah. This whole thing of what's going on, I know this. They're not the only ones going through this suddenly massive price hike. They can rent. It really pisses me off to see this kind of thing happen, and to anyone. Uh, they're selling family heirlooms and their own clothes, asking for family for help, getting refund, getting refused or conditional ultimatum. This is just, oh, this really pisses me off to see this kind of thing happen. But I'll try and remember to put these in the chat again near the end of the show if you can. But the second fundraiser here that I have on my list, oops, is GoFundMe. And this one has Help Fight the Grim Reaper. And this is Ember, a friend of mine. And so far, they've raised $492 of a goal of 20,000. Due to injury, he's from an assault, coupled with ongoing complications from hate-related incidents. I'm quickly getting buried in medical bills. For anyone not from the U.S., I should note that even with insurance, I'm looking at tens of thousands of dollars so far. To say nothing, the reconstructive surgery I need somewhere down on the road. I really there are a lot of causes, but legitimately great and unfortunately awful that are asking people for help funding. If you'd like to be part of keeping this one intersex mom breathing for a while longer, I sure would appreciate it. This is not to support any of the advocacy I do, or any of the nonprofits I help, or any project I'd like to make happen. It's just to not die. And I think that's a request I think it's worthy of helping anyone. Hopefully, it's only started to really love my life for its own sake last year, and I'd very much like to hang on to it as long as I can. I think that's a rather simple request to make. So if you're capable of helping either of these individuals out, there are their links to the GoFundMe and the Give Send Go. And like I said, if I can remember, I will try to put the links at the end of the show as well. So let's get into another song, shall we? Genie, let's see here. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, born like a vapor on the summer air. I see her tripping where the bright streams play, happy as the daisies that dance on her way. Many were the wild notes her merry voice would pour, many were the blithe birds that warbled them o'er. Oh, I dream for Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a vapor on the soft summer air. I long for Jeannie with a day-dawn smile, radiant in gladness, warm with winning guile. I hear her melodies like joys gone by, sighing round my heart, oh, the fond hopes that die. Sighing like the night wind, sobbing like the rain, wailing for the lost one that comes not again. Oh, I long for Jeannie, and my heart bows low, never more to find her where the bright waters flow. I sigh for Jeannie, but her light form stray far from the fond hearts around her native glade. Her smiles have vanished, her sweet songs flow, flitting like the dreams that have cheered us and gone. Now the nodding wildflowers may wither on the shore, while her gentle fingers will cull them no more. Oh, I sigh for Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a vapor on the soft summer air. And how about one more before we get to some of the sadder news? Skidmarink. Yeah, right. Down on the Bola Bola Island, where the mermaids chant, reigns a big chief crocodile beneath an oyster plant. He loved the scene of selfishly, queen of the gay white wave. Each night in his shell he'd go to sea, and in tuneful scales he'd rave. Skidamarinka-dinka-boop, skidamarinka-doo, means I love you. Skidamarinka-dinka-boop, skidamarinka-doo, means I'll be true. Skidamarinka-dinka-boop, skidamarinka-doo, all the time he sang this rhyme. Skidamarinka-dinka-boop, skidamarinka-doo, means I love you. But when the midnight moon was pale, Kingfish Kokomo came floating over with the sail to say he loved her so. But she was true to crocodile, so Coconut, go away. I know in a little while you'll hear my lover say, Skidamarinka-dinka-boop, skidamarinka-doo, I love you. Skidamarinka-dinka-boop, skidamarinka-doo means I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Skidamarinka-dinka-boop, skidamarinka-doo. I love you. Okay. Now for some of that sad news I was talking about. Oh, that's not the right one. That is. Okay. James Carter, Cathcart, Pokemon star who voiced Professor Oak, Gary Meowth, and James died at 71. James Carter, Cathcart, a voice actor who starred as several popular characters in the Pokemon franchise. Died Tuesday after complications from oral cancer, where he was 71. Oh, that's a terrible thing for a voice actor to die from. Cathcart voiced Professor Oak, his grandson Gary Oak, Team Rocket member James, and his Pokemon and sidekick Meowth. For 25 years, it was a long-running anime. Rest in peace, Easter sweet man. I will miss you. His Pokemon and co-star Erica Schroeder, who voiced Nurse Joy, the Waba, Wabafet, and more characters, wrote in tribute. The community, he will miss you. The world will miss you. One of the most joyful, exuberant, kind-hearted, and talented souls was no longer walks with us. James Carter, or Cathcart, you were one of a kind. A gentle, beautiful, playful genius, and I was happy to call you my friend. Master of the pen, piano, and microphone. Friend to many. Loving father and husband. Thank you for your gifts. Cathcart retired from voice acting in 2023 due to his oral cancer diagnosis. Having started in the series, first episode, all the way through season 25. That's a long time running. It's like Simpsons long. He reprised his role in more than 15 Pokemon films, including classic 1998 Pokemon, the first movie. In total, he appeared in more than 700 episodes of Pokemon. In addition to his voice work, he was the sole writer of the English dub script for 17 years. Prolific voice actor, Cathcart also voiced Vector, the crocodile, on the animated series Sonic X, Weevil Underwood, and Loomis in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters, and contributed to One Piece, Arya, Kirby, Right Back at Ya, and the Slayers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Mission Odyssey, and many more. He also did voiceover work in commercials for brands like Kit Kat candy bars, Good Humor, Coors Light, and more. Outside voice acting, Cathcart was a virtuoso pianist and gifted in classical jazz, rock, and pop. He performed with the likes of David Brubeck, The Monkees, Blondie, and was a CBGB regular with his band Laughing Dogs. And our second loss of the week, Mark Snow, who composed the music for TV shows like The X-Files, has died at 78. The composer Mark Snow, who has died at 78 years old. He did the music for many TV shows, including The X-Files, Smallville, and Blue Bloods. Scott Deathrow, who host. The composer Mark Snow, who has died. He did the music for many TV shows, including The X-Files. Soundbite of Mark Snow's material Primoris, The X-Files theme main title. He was 78 years old, and Pierre's Andrew Limbong has this appreciation. Today, we know the music of The X-Files, the sonic soundscape of the his show to be spooky and synthy, but it almost wasn't. The show's creator, Chris Carter, told NPR in 2016 that at the onset of the show, he was pushing composer Mark Snow in a different direction. Mark would send in me things, and I'd say, not quite, no, I don't think so. Said to him, you know, there's a song that I love. I just love of these guitars. Listen to this song and see if it inspires something. And the song is by the Smiths called How Soon Is Now. Obviously, this is not what the X Files theme song sounds like. Thanks to an accident, Mark Snow told NPR in 2016 that he happened to put his elbow on the keyboard, which happened to have a specific delay effect on it. Which turned out to be the accompaniment and finger in the theme that went in vocalizing Snow. I thought, well, that's a nice little accompaniment figure. What could be the other parts of it? Then he stumbled across a whistling synthesizer sample and started tinkering with it. My wife heard this, says, well, that's pretty interesting. What's that? I said, well, I'm just fooling around with this new theme. And she said, you know, I'm a good whistler too. Laughter. Maybe it could be beef it up a little bit. Snow didn't just do the X Files theme music. He composed music for the show's entire run, including the movies and the show's comeback in 2016. That number of 2016 sure is coming up a lot in these things. Uh, he was born in Martin in Fullerman in Brooklyn, in New York, in 1946. He went to Gillard, and there he formed a band called the New York Rock and Roll Ensemble. New York Rock and Roll Ensemble. Who is Lucy? Who is Nestor? We should only be there now. Why, it's he and his family moved to Los Angeles. That's where he started working in TV, including being on the William Shatner cop show, T.J. Hooker. After the initial success of the X Files, Snow composed the music for other TV shows, such as Smallville and the Blue Bloods. But in that 2016 interview, Snow told NPR that working on the other TV shows felt samey, in terms of creative opportunities. They were good gigs, sure, but working on the X Files, he said, felt like magic. Andrew Lumbong on NPR News. Limbong. And that's that. So, I believe these two deserve quite the they deserve a send off. Of all the money that I had, I spent it in good company, in all the harm I've ever done. Alas, it was to none but me. In all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. So fill to me the parting glass, and drink a health whatever befall, and gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it fell unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. So fill to me the parting glass, and drink a health whatever befall, and gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. But since it has so ought to be, by a time to rise and a time to fall, come fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. Good night and joy be to you all. And Team Rocket is blasting off for the final time. And yes, the voice actor for Jesse, the counterpart her to James, also passed away a few years back as well. What was I speaking of just now? While I was just going over a couple of people who had passed away. And if you're talking about the fundraiser links here, we have one for Scooby Pup, who is facing imminent homelessness, and the other here is for Ember, who is attacked and is facing heavy medical bills, even with insurance. But I hear we actually have a birthday today for one Harrison Ford. Oh, sounds like a car. Born July 13th. Why it's the July 13th today. 1942, and is now age 83. So for our Indiana Jones, Deckard, and Han Solo, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Harrison Ford. Happy birthday to you. And thank you for all the characters you've brought to life. Let's see what the wheel gives us now. Unless anybody has any requests, of course. I'm looking at you. You unfinished your end. Now, what you asked for? Had to be you. All right. What do I do? Just as you say. Why must I give you your way? Why do I sigh? Why don't I try to forget? It must have been that something lovers call fate kept on saying I had to wait. I saw them all, just couldn't fall till we met. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found somebody who could make me be true and make me be blue and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do, for nobody else gave me a thrill. For all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. Seems like dreams, like I always had. Could be, should be, making me glad. Why am I blue? It's up to you to explain. Maybe I'll go away. Someday, some way, you'll come and say, it had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found somebody who could make me be true and make me be blue and even be sad. Just, excuse me, just thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do, for nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. I gotta do one more since I screwed that up. Wasn't a good Jack Ryan, but that's my. Eh. So let's see what we got. What else? You're on the wheel. Oh. There's a hole in the bucket. Got a sip of my Tullamore Dew honey. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, a hole. Then patch it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then patch it, dear Henry. Then patch up the hole. With what shall I patch it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I patch it, dear Liza? With what? With straw, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With straw, dear Henry, dear Henry. With straw. The straw is too long, dear Liza, dear Liza. The straw is too long, dear Liza, too long. And cut it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then cut it, dear Henry, dear Henry, cut it. With what shall I cut it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I cut it, dear Liza? With what? A knife, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. A knife, dear Henry, dear Henry. A knife. The knife is too dull, dear Liza, dear Liza. The knife is too dull, dear Liza, too dull. Then sharpen it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then sharpen it, dear Henry, dear Henry. Sharpen it. With what shall I sharpen it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I sharpen it, dear Liza? With what? A stone, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. A stone, dear Henry, dear Henry. A stone. The stone is too dry, dear Liza, dear Liza. The stone is too dry, dear Liza, too dry. Then wet it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then wet it, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then wet it. With what shall I wet it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I wet it, dear Liza? With what? With water, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With water, dear Henry, dear Henry. With water. With what shall I fetch it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I fetch it, dear Liza? With what? With a bucket, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a bucket, dear Henry, dear Henry. A bucket. But there's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza. A hole. But not to worry. He peed on a stone, sharpened his knife, cut the straw, and patched his bucket. The water never quite tasted the same again. I'm pretty sure Eliza was considering a divorce after this, too. I think next up we should probably get to the radio broadcast. How's that sound for everybody?
Again, Blue Coal Dealers present radio's strangest adventurer, The Shadow, mystery man who strikes terror into the very hearts of shopsters, lawbreakers, and criminals. Today, Blue Coal brings you The Shadow's latest adventure, The Silent Avenger.
You have been duly tried by a jury and found guilty of murder in the first degree. You now appear in this court that sentence may be passed upon you. But before I pronounce sentence, have you anything to say?
Yeah, I have. Before you pass sentence on me, I'm going to pass sentence on you. You, Judge Wilson, on Sloan, the prosecuting attorney. On those 12 good and true saps on the jury. And on one more, maybe. The guy that really trapped me in the first place. The only guy smart enough to get me. The Shadow.
Order in the court! That will do, Joseph Brecker. You have nothing to say in your own behalf.
This is in my own behalf, and you'd better listen, all of you. I know I'm on my way to the death house, to the chair. But I'm warning you. For every day I sit in the death house, one of you will be killed. Starting with the foreman of the jury. He'll die the day I burn.
Order in the court! Joseph Brecker, by the power vested in me by the people of this state, I hereby order you to be taken to the state penitentiary, there to be delivered over to the warden, by whom on a certain day determined by this court, he shall in the manner prescribed by law put you to death. And may God have mercy on your soul. Order's adjourned. All right, come on, clear the court. Outside.
Well, it's a sheer bluff, I tell you. How can Brecker kill a whole jury? The DA, Judge Wilson, even the governor. I tell you, he's crazy.
Bill, I'm glad I wasn't on that jury.
Yeah, you bet.
Gang wife now. Brecker's gang are all dead or in jail.
I know, but you can't...
Yes, I know.
Nobody's ever seen the Shadow. He could appear right in this courtroom and not be seen. I'd hate to have anybody like that in.
Well, Margot, let's get out of here.
It must be very flattering to inspire such awe and fear, Lamont.
It has its disadvantage, Margot. Unfortunately, the mystery surrounding the shadow inspires fear and terror in the innocent as well as the guilty. The unknown is so often associated with evil. There's no help for it. The shadow must remain a shadow.
Lamont, what do you make of Brecker's threat? Do you think it's just bluff?
I wish I did, Margot.
Meaning?
Meaning, Lamont Cranston is going to don the shadow's cloak and call on Joe Brecker in prison.
Your brother to see you, Brecker.
Okay. Hello, Danny. Hello, Joe.
You got 5 minutes. Better make the most of it. Deputies are here from the state plan to take you bye-bye to the big house. I'll be back.
All right. Come on in, Danny. Sit on a bunk. I want to talk to you. There ain't much time.
Hey, it's like a cage where they keep animals, huh, Joe?
Lay off that, Danny.
Okay, don't get sore.
Sit down here and listen to what I got to say.
Are they gonna kill you, Joe?
Yeah, but they're going to pay for it, every last one of them. You know who they are, don't you? I've told you over and over again.
Yeah, Joe, you told me.
And you know what you're to do. You remember everything I told you. Don't you, Danny?
Yeah, Joe, I remember. I won't forget. When the newspapers say they put you in a death house, I killed one of them.
That's right, Danny. And don't forget, these people I told you about, the judge, the jury, that prosecuting attorney, are the same ones that drafted you into the army, sent you over to France, let you get shell-shocked so it's hard for you to remember things.
Sure. I won't forget. Hey, will it hurt much when they kill you, Joe?
Stop that, will you?
Okay, I just want to know.
You just keep your mind on the jury and Judge Wilson. Maybe even the governor. You'll get them all, eh, Danny?
Yeah, Joe. They won't know what hit them.
That's the stuff, Danny. Now, just one more thing. There's a guy that may get after you. He's smarter than the cops. He's the one that really got me. You got to keep away from him. Don't give him a chance to find you.
How can I do that?
You got to keep away from home. Don't go near the flat of the old lady.
But Ma will worry if I don't come home.
No, she won't, Danny. She'll know you got things to do.
All right, Joe. What about the fella I can't see? Is he dead? Like all my buddies in the war? The ones that talk to me in the dark?
No, Danny. This guy's different. He ain't dead, he's alive. You can hear his voice, only you can't see him. But if you ever hear his voice, you'll know he's near you. Somewhere in the shadows.
Yeah? If he talks to me, I'll fix him, Joe.
Sure, but not the way you're going to get the others, Danny. Because you can't see him, see? Now, look. You know those old hand grenades you have at home?
Yeah?
Well, I want you to carry a couple with you. If this guy ever finds you, if he tries to stop you paying him off for killing me, you just pull the pin of a hand grenade and throw it where you think his voice is coming from. That'll get him.
All right, Joe. But how will I know when it's him?
You'll know all right, Danny. He has a queer kind of laugh. And he calls himself the Shadow.
All right, Brecker. Time's up. Come on, you.
Okay. So long, Danny. Don't you forget anything.
So long, Joe. I wouldn't forget. I wouldn't forget nothing you told me.
Come on, you. Out this way. Take it up.
The poor dope. They'll do it all right. They'll fix him. Every last one of them if I burn. Who's that? I heard somebody, but there's nobody there. Hey, guard!
Are you surprised to find me here, Joe Brecker?
Shadow.
So you weren't expecting me. And yet prisons are filled with shadows. Shadows in the minds of men walking in the shadow of death itself.
What do you want? You put me here, sent me to the chair. Why can't you let me alone?
Because your career of murder is not over. Because I know you mean to carry out the threat
made in court. Yeah. Yeah, and you can't stop me, Shadow.
I can. Because you're going to tell me how the jury, the prosecuting attorney, and Judge Wilson are going to be killed.
You're crazy. I'm not telling you anything, Shadow. I'm not afraid of you anymore. I got nothing to lose.
You are telling me, Brecker.
Yeah?
You see, I can read your mind. One thought is racing through your mind now. It's mirrored in your eyes, etched on your brain.
You're lying, trying to trick me into telling you.
All right, I'll tell you what you're thinking about. You're thinking of a man. He acts strangely. That's it. He's shell-shocked.
No.
Am I right?
No, stop it.
This man is very close to you. I've got it. He's your brother. His name is... Let's see. Danny, isn't it?
No, go away. Leave me alone.
Thinking that even now your brother, Danny, is hurrying home to get a high-powered rifle out of a trunk.
Is that true?
A rifle equipped with telescopic sights and a silencer. You're thinking of Danny's medals for marksmanship. His decorations for valor as a sniper. A sniper so cunning he could hide in an open battlefield.
It's a lie.
Pick his enemies off at long range and not be seen. That's all I need to know, Brecker. All I need to know.
No, you're crazy. You're just guessing. All right, suppose he is. You won't find him. You won't stop him, Shadow.
Shut up, Brecker. What's eating you? Hey, shut up, Brecker. What's the matter with you? Who do you think you're talking to?
It's a Shadow. He's here in the prison.
Well, don't let that worry you, Brecker. There's plenty of shadows where you're going. Come on. Deputies are waiting, and you're heading for the last mile. Now, look, Mr. Hanson. Every one of you jurors are in danger. You shouldn't be here on the street. This death threat may seem like a lot of hooey to you, but I've been assigned to guard you. If anything happens, they'll send me back to pounding a beat.
Well, I'm sorry, Inspector, but I've got my business to attend to, and I can't hide in my office.
Hanson, what's the matter, man?
Oh, that man, look at him. He's falling down.
What's the matter with that man? What's going on here? Get back, everything.
Who are you? Greg, homicide squad. Man's been shot.
You're crazy. I didn't have no shot.
Neither did I. But just the same, he's got a bullet right between the eyes. Looks like Joe Brecker is keeping his word.
Lamont, can't you do something? Can't you find Danny Brecker?
No, Margot. He got away. He hasn't been near his mother's home since his brother Joe went to the death house. I've got to find Danny Brecker. He's somewhere. Hiding somewhere. Waiting to strike again. I've got to find him.
Good morning, Mr. O'Hara. I'd like some oranges and potatoes.
Good heavens, Mrs. Adams. What are you doing out in the street? I thought the police had detectives watching every one of you jurors that was on the Brecker case.
Oh, they've got a detective staying at my house, but I had to have some things for dinner, and I slipped out. Mother, can I have some candy? Yes, dear, of course you can. You just... Oh, Mother. Mother, what's the matter? Why don't you answer me?
Sam! Quick, phone the police. Get a doctor. Mrs. Adams has been shot.
Oh, I'm afraid she's dead.
Yes, the killer has struck again.
Judge Wilson.
Yes, Harvey?
Judge, don't you think it'd be, well, safer with a killer still at large if you had those window curtains closed?
Oh, that's not necessary. This apartment's on the 20th floor.
Yeah, I know, Your Honor, but just the same, I'll answer it, sir.
Thank you.
Hello? Yes, Judge Wilson is right here, Your Excellency. The governor's on the wire, sir.
Yes. Hello? Yes, Governor. Yes, of course you couldn't commute Joe Brecker's sentence. If you did a thing like that, even to save the rest of the jury, there'd be no more law and order. But look, Governor, don't you think it'd be wise for you to cancel your engagement to ride in the parade tomorrow? You'd be in an open car and a perfect target for any...
Judge Wilson!
Governor! Judge Wilson has just been shot. He's dead.
Good work, Margot.
Hello, Lamont.
It'll take you long to get here. Let me help you out of the car.
I was waiting for your call, Lamont. As a matter of fact, I've been waiting for days. Where have you been? What are you doing?
The same thing the entire police force this city's been doing, Margot. Chasing a will-o'-the-wisp.
Are you sure it's Joe Brecker's brother, Danny?
Yes, there doesn't seem to be any doubt of it, but the police can't find him, and I haven't a single clue to go on.
What do you know about him?
I looked up his record. He was shell-shocked during the war in France. He was an expert marksman, a sniper. Society trained him to kill men. They told him they were enemies, that he should kill them off. And now, with a shell-shocked mind, he's remembering what society taught him. To kill.
Yes.
And another thing. For the people who've been through that experience, life is cheap.
Yes, but these poor people he shot and killed, the jurors and the judge, they were only doing their duty. They're innocent.
Yes, individually they're innocent, Margot. Individually we're all innocent, and yet all guilty. Because this Danny, Joe Brecker's brother, is a product of our own folly. Teaching men to kill in time of war, yet expecting them to respect life in time of peace.
Lamont, why did you want me to meet you here?
Oh, I want you to do something for me, Margot. I want you to go into that brownstone house right over there. Joe Brecker's mother lives in the basement.
Yes.
Joe is scheduled to die at 5 o'clock. It's exactly 10 minutes from now.
All right, Lamont. I'll do it. Where will you be?
I'll be with you, Margot, as the shadow. I have a feeling Danny may come to his mother tonight, either just before or just after his brother dies. Hurry, I've less than 10 minutes. Here's the house. I'll ring the bell.
Lamont, what shall I tell her? That I'm a reporter?
Yes, but don't try to make her answer questions.
I hear someone coming.
Yes? What do you want?
Mrs. Brecker, I'd like to speak to you. May I come in?
I don't care. You can come in if you want to. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters anymore. Nothing will ever matter again.
I know you've been through a terrible ordeal these past days, Mrs. Brecker.
How could you know what I've been through? How could anyone know? My one son a murderer, and the other one, goodness only knows what or where.
Oh, I'm very sorry. If there's anything I can do.
In 3 minutes, they'll be killing my son, Joe. There's nothing anyone can do. It's his brother Danny. Oh, I'm so worried about him. Why doesn't he come? Oh, why doesn't he come home?
Ma.
Oh, Danny.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd come. Joe said I shouldn't, but I had to come. I knew you'd want me home tonight.
Danny, where have you been? What's Joe been making me do?
I just been doing what Joe told me to do for him. Ma, who's that girl there? What's she doing here?
Why, she's just a friend, Danny. Just a friend. Come to sit with me.
She won't tell nobody I've been here, will she?
Oh, no, Danny. She won't tell anyone.
Ma, they're gonna kill Joe in a few minutes. 5 o'clock. And then I gotta go out and do one more thing for Joe. Look, it's almost time.
Oh, no. No, Danny, no. You can't. I won't let you.
Let go of me, Ma.
No.
Let go of me.
Danny.
I gotta do what Joe told me. I gotta keep my word to Joe.
No, Danny, listen to me. I know who's been killing those people, shooting them. Oh, you've got to give yourself up, Danny. They won't hurt you. They didn't know. You didn't know what you were doing. 5 o'clock.
It's time. It's time. 5 o'clock. Joe's dead. Now I gotta go back to the tower and do the last thing Joe wanted me to do for him.
Danny, don't. You've done enough harm.
You keep out of this. Joe told me to do this. I can still hear a voice telling me to do it.
Now you'll hear a voice telling you not to, Danny.
Voice? I know. You're the shadow.
Yes, Danny. And for your own sake, your mother's sake, Danny,
Joe told me what to do with you.
He knew you'd find me. That's why I got this hand grenade.
Oh, Danny, don't.
I got my hand on the firing pin. I'm going to pull it out.
Stop, Danny. I'm warning you.
The voice came from there, in the corner. Joe told me to throw the grenade. Bye-bye, Shadow.
What happened?
It's all right. I managed to pick up the grenade and throw it through the window into the court before it exploded.
Oh, thank heaven.
I don't mind saying that's the closest call the Shadow ever had.
Lamont, how long have you been here in your office? What's happened? Were you able to trail Danny to his hiding place?
No, by the time I got to the street after that hand grenade episode, he disappeared.
But haven't you any idea where he went? Where that tower he mentioned might be?
No, I've been working on this enlarged map of the Midtown section, trying to find some tall building, some tower Danny Brecker could use to hide, to pick off the governor.
Danny said something about a tower. It must be somewhere along the line of march of today's parade, Lamont.
Margot, that's the Wardman Tower.
But it isn't finished. They stopped work on it. It's nothing but a steel frame.
What could be a better place for a sharpshooter like Danny Brecker? There's no work going on there, just a watchman down on the street level. Margot, it's a long chance, but it may be the answer. Come on, there's a minute to lose.
My car's downstairs, Lamont. I'll drive you over there. But what if he isn't there? What if he's somewhere else waiting to strike?
In that case, Margot, I'm afraid we'll have a new governor of this state.
Just a couple of minutes now, Joe. Just a couple of minutes, and the governor's car will come along. And then I'll do the last thing you asked me to do, Joe. Wind velocity 0. Range 300 yards. He'll die quick, Joe. Like you died. The governor's coming now, Joe. That's his automobile with all the flags on it. That's him, sitting in the back with all those fellas around him. But I can pick them out. I won't miss, Joe.
Danny Brecker, listen to me.
What was that? Who said that? Who laughed like that?
Don't you recognize the Shadow, Danny?
But Joe said... He said the hand grenade would fix you.
You see, Danny, your brother was wrong. Put down that rifle, Danny Brecker.
How did you find me way up here? How did you know I was hiding up here among these steel girders? Just like I used to hide in the trees in the war.
That doesn't matter, Danny Brecker. All that matters is that you must not kill any more people.
But I got to. Just one more, Shadow. Just one more. The governor. Down there in that car. I promised Joe.
No, Danny. You will never keep that promise. Put down that rifle. Put it down, Danny. Lay it down on that steel girder and crawl back to the catwalk.
All right. All right. I'll put it down. I'll put it down. Where are you, Shadow? I still got another grenade. Talk to me, Shadow. Say something so I can tell where you are.
Crawl back to the catwalk, Danny. Crawl back to the catwalk, I say.
No. No, I won't. I won't. You can't make me. Come here and get me if you want me, Shadow.
I don't want to have to do that, Danny.
Don't you come near me, Shadow. Don't you touch me. If you do, I'll drop this hand grenade. I'll throw it down here among all those people. I'll kill dozens of them. There. I'll pull the pin. I'll throw it.
Danny, listen to me. Hold that hand grenade, Danny. Hold it tight, Danny Brecker. See your fingers tighten about it. Your mind obeys mine. Do you hear me, Danny? Danny, hold it. Don't throw that hand grenade.
Hold it. Hold it tight. Don't throw it.
Don't drop it. Don't drop it, Danny.
Don't drop it, Danny. Don't
Drop it, Danny! Don't drop it!
Yes, Commissioner Weston. A high-powered rifle fell into the street, fell right in front of the governor's car.
Glad no one was hurt.
Mm-hmm. This is the 30th floor. This is where the bomb went off. Blew the guy to pieces.
Good heavens, he must have had a time bomb that went off too quick. Any idea who it was?
Yep. They found an identification card and some newspaper clippings in his pocket, on what was left of him. It was Danny Brecker, Joe Becker's brother.
Oh. Well, I guess that's that. Don't suppose we'll ever know what really happened. Anyway, there's one consolation. Looks as if the shadow fell down on this case just as badly as we did.
Not quite, Commissioner Weston.
Oh, so you got here in time to take credit for this, eh, Shadow?
There is no credit. No glory in the death of Danny Brecker, Commissioner Weston. He was a victim. A human instrument of destruction. Fashioned by mankind. That teaches men to kill their enemies in time of war, yet expects them to forget their murderous art in time of peace. Danny Brecker was an enemy of society. A killer. But only because you and I and countless thousands made him one. No, Commissioner. There is no glory in this for you, or the shadow, or for any man.
As you sow evil, so shall you reap evil. Crime does not pay. The shadow knows.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Listening to it, I feel like I probably should have played that one for my PTSD awareness in this episode. While we were listening to the broadcast, I had a little visitor come in here and decided to nap next to me. And that was her having fun with her birthday present. Pretty interesting what you can find in the Dollar Tree. So, a little tone more do. That's what the songs list gives us. Swing low, sweet chariot. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Sometimes up, I'm sometimes down, coming for to carry me home. But still my soul feels heavenly bound, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me. Coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I'm actually not doing too bad this week. In fact, I was getting into some of my some watching some anime and stuff. If I almost lost track of the time today. I hope you're having a good day, and if you're not, well, I hope I can cheer you up some. So, what else do we have on the wheel here? Drunken Sailor. Well, for that song, I think I'm gonna have to take another drink before I start it. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises early in the morning. Shave his belly a rusty razor, shave his belly a rusty razor, shave his belly a rusty razor early in the morning. Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises early in the morning. Put me the scupper hose by bottom, put me the scupper hose by bottom, put me the scupper hose by bottom early in the morning. Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises early in the morning. Put me a longboat till it's sober, put me a longboat till it's sober, put me a longboat till it's sober early in the morning. Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises early in the morning. Put me to bed with the captain's daughter, put me to bed with the captain's daughter, put me to bed with the captain's daughter early in the morning. Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises early in the morning. That's what you do with a drunken sailor. That's what you do with a drunken sailor. That's what you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning. Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises early in the morning. Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises early in the morning. Yeah. What am I doing, boy? I should be working the fields. I was doing that earlier. It's tiring and hot, especially in Florida. But yes, it was probably a song that sung. It was a song sung by slaves. Slaves swing, sweet chariot. It may have been about the Underground Railroad pulling the slaves out of the South. Can we get free before the night's over? I think we can manage something along those lines. Let's see here. Can we do it? Well, let's see here. If I leave you here tomorrow, would you still remember me? For I must be traveling on now, 'cause there's too many places I've got to see. But if I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change. Oh, 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 and this bird you cannot change. And this bird you cannot change. Lord knows I can't change. Bye bye, baby. It's been a sweet love. Yeah, yeah. Though this feeling I can't change. But please, don't take it so badly, 'cause Lord knows I'm to blame. But if I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm here free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change. Oh, 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 and this bird you cannot change. And this bird you cannot change. Lord knows I can't change. Lord help me, I can't change. Lord, I can't change. Won't you fly high, free bird? Yeah. Here's your free bird. Tuesday's Gone with the Wind. Well, just hope the wind isn't too stinky, you know? I'll do one more song since we still have a little bit of time left after the film. Uh, Did I do? Did I? Did I do? I was oh so blue till you came along, just to make my life a wonderful song. You brought sunshine just to brighten my loneliness. Is it any wonder in my happiness? I confess. Do I want you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? Do I need you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? I'm glad that I'm the one who found you. That's why I'm always hanging around you. Do I love you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? There are lots of others that I have met. Those you meet today, for tomorrow forget. You're the only one who ever could stand the test. That's the reason why I choose you from the rest. You're the best. Do I want you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? Do I need you? Oh my, do I? Honey, did I do? And yes, that song is usually sung by a woman, but I kind of put it into a range that I could sing it in. So, getting on to The Shadow, 1994 movie. Starring Alec Baldwin. Before we learn to keep guns away from him. This movie, his shadow character, is a combination of the radio show and the pulp magazine versions. The elements from the radio show are his ability to become invisible, the appearance of Margot Lane, and the establishment of Lamont Cranston as the Shadow's actual civilian identity. The public magazine elements include his costume, his network of agents at his disposal, and his his twin semi-automatic pistols. The opening credit, it incorrectly lists Advanced Magazine Publishers, Inc., as the creator of The Shadow. The version seen in the movie was originally created by Street and Smith Publications to promote its detective story magazine in 1930. The the autonomous dagger in the film, named Purba, is based on an actual ceremonial daggers and is deeply rooted in Indo-Tibetan and Buddhism. The three-sided knife is a symbol of the power to overcome obstacles and negativity. Kind of appropriate, yet no, all things considered. And it was a really cool knife, by the way. And how is it that we have CJ that's actually worse than it was used on that knife in 2025? In the first museum scene, as the director is walking towards the loading dock, he passes a skeleton of what appears to be a unicorn. The first sight of it is the shadow on the wall behind him. Then, as he passes, as you can clearly see what looks like a horn attached to the skull of what looks like a horse. This is not correct. The skeleton is actually that of a dinosaur iguanodon. When first discovered in 1820s, the skeleton was incomplete. And it was thought that the iguanodon had a horned nose. It was later found that this was actually a spike on its thumb. This skeleton is trying to capture that misunderstanding. The shadow changes from the shadow to Cranston in Taxi. In the novels, the reverse has often happened. And that was a really cool shot in the movie, by the way. The billboard of the smoking man is a parody of a real one that actually blew smoke rings. The original was for Camel cigarettes, which we can see there, whose motto was, "I'd walk a mile for a camel." Well, considering how much people smoke, yeah, you're not going to be walking a mile after all that cigarette smoke. Llama Cigarettes motto parody this with, "I'd climb a mountain for a llama." When Shiwan Khan introduces himself to Cranston, he says he is the last living descendant of Genghis Khan. As of 2005, it is known this was grossly incorrect. Based on DNA data of 2003, about 8% of the men living in Mongolia are related to Genghis Khan, or roughly 0.5% into the male population of the world. As of 2000, that would translate to approximately 5 to 6 million descendants in the 1930s, the time period of the film. So he was overlooking how important he actually was there, huh? During a discussion about the power source of the atomic bomb, or explosion device, beryllium spheres are mentioned and as a trigger power source. Beryllium spheres are also the power source of the NSEA Protector in Galaxy Quest. But I can't seem to get away from this movie, can I? This is the third time I've mentioned it on broadcasts. Bob Kane had cited The Shadow as a major influence behind Batman. One of the creators of Batman, by the way. The scenes toward the end and with the multiple mirrors was a homage to the cover the Shadow novel Room of Doom, published in 1942. And we can see the cover right here. You can kind of see the parallels there. The line, "The weed of crime bears bitter fruit," is taken directly from the conclusion of episodes of the radio show. At the end of every episode, after the announcer has given the credits, the Shadow would say, "The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The Shadow knows." And in laughter, then laughs. The Shadow was meant to be a summer blockbuster and the starting point for a new film franchise with toys, games, and clothing lines. It suffered from competition for its target audience, with, among others, The Lion King early during its run, and The Mask later on. I saw all three of these movies in the theater with my dad, so it was kind of a special memory for me. By the way, I'll get into that a little bit after I finish here. And was ultimately a franchise failure, totaling 48 million worldwide on a budget of 40 million. But like I said, me and my dad went to see this movie in 1994, along with both those other competitors, in fact. And it's kind of a memorable thing for me because the radio broadcast was one of my dad's favorite radio broadcasts growing up when he was a kid. So he would tell me about the Shadow, and all that after the movie was over with. So he really got into it himself, and it's just one of those good memories I have of him. That's kind of the reason why this particular broadcast is a little bit special for me to do. And in fact, this is actually the first time I got to listen to one of the broadcasts, even though I've had other opportunities in the past, but never was able to get around to it. And I have to say, I quite enjoyed the radio broadcast, and I'll probably include more Shadow broadcasts in the future, assuming YouTube doesn't ding me for anything. Let's see what the wheel brings us. Excuse me. Beautiful Dreamer. Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Sounds of the rude world, heard in the day, lulled by the moonlight, have all passed away. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my song, list while I woo thee with soft melody. Gone are the cares of life's busy throng. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, out on the sea, mermaids are chanting the wild lorry. over the streamlet, vapors are born, waiting to fade at the bright coming morn. Beautiful dreamer, beam on my heart, and as the morn on the streamlet and sea, then all clouds of sorrow depart. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. And one more. Merry-go-round broke down. Alright. Oh, the merry-go-round broke down, and we went round and round. Each time we'd miss, we'd steal a kiss, and the merry-go-round went pa-pa, pa-pa, pa, 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 pa. Oh, the merry-go-round broke down, and it made the darndest sound. The lights went low, and we went oh, and the merry-go-round went pa-pa, pa-pa, pa, 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 pa. Oh, what fun! A wonderful time, finding love for only a dime. Oh, the merry-go-round broke down, but you don't see me frown. Things turned out fine now, she's mine, 'cause the merry-go-round went pa-pa, pa-pa, pa, 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 pa. Oh, the merry-go-round broke down. Yeah, it's always a fun one. Excuse me. Stuffed up nose there. What else we have here? Oh, yes, this not really shadow related, but I thought this was an article worth mentioning. Oh, jeez. Disney, Disney, Disney. You can tell how much hope I have for this. Star Wars reportedly canonizing this fan favorite legend in Jedi in upcoming project. The Legend fans have been begging for this character to come to Star Wars canon. Well, not anymore. According to a new insider's report, one fan favorite Star Wars legend in Jedi is being lined up to become canon. When taking over the franchise in 2012, Disney cordoned off a section of the Star Wars extended universe, making everything outside the mainline in movies and TV shows released to that point no longer canon. And also, you know, to piss off a lot of people doing it. Dubbing these stories as legends. Take your. Since then, Lucasfilm has brought several popular names from Legends into canon, with new stories set in the galaxy far, far away, including Grand Admiral Thrawn, Darth Revan, and HK-47. However, many beloved characters like Darth Malak, Jason Solo, and Kyle Katarn still remain locked behind in the Legends branding, meaning they and the story they are associated with. I'd rather accept Legends over the canon that Disney has created. are not published as part of the Star Wars canon, and that it could be changed for one named soon. Though, as new reports suggested, Luke Skywalker's wife, Mara Jade, may be primed for canonization. Oh, jeez, you know they're gonna screw this up if they do it. Known insider Daniel Richmond, and share the info for readers on his Patreon, and writing that Lucasfilm reportedly wants to do something with Mara Jade in the canon in the Star Wars universe. Yeah, I bet they want to do something with her. Mara Jade played a key role in Timothy is on his Thrawn trilogy of books, which essentially he served as a take on what episode 7, 8, and 9 they just should have done, and from the books could have looked like long before Disney he brought the franchise and decided to attack the sequel trilogy of its own. You know, they could have taken the book, maybe elements for the books, taken in the notes that George Lucas himself gave for the movie, and done something with that. But no, we had to get the craptacular sequel trilogy we got. The Legend's character is a force-sensitive human female in the books who meets Luke after the Empire falls. Hang on. Damn allergies. She later married the franchise's figurehead, becoming a Jedi Master herself, serving on the new Jedi High Council. Mara Jade's story is one of tragedy, though. She's eventually killed by her nephew, Jacin Solo, the son of Princess Leia and Han Solo, after discovering he is secretly a dark side wielding Sith in training. The beloved Legends character has never appeared in Star Wars canon, and with the entire sequel trilogy going by without a mention of the fan favorite character. However, this new report may suggest the wait for her getting in the canon in Star Wars treatment, and many fans be coming to an end. What? Did I read that right? Did my brain blip out? This new report may suggest the wait for her getting in the canon in Star Wars treatment may finally be coming to an end. I did blip out. The Star Wars is set to return to theaters after half a decade away in 2026. The latest Star Wars film, Mandalorian and Grogu. Oh, jeez. Comes from Iron Man director Jon Favreau, and will continue the star-faring adventures of Peter Pascal, Din Djarin, and his adorable Force-sensitive companion, Grogu, more colloquially known as Baby Yoda. Yeah, I love the first two seasons of Mandalorian. I would consider them canon. The third season, I have avoided like the plague, especially after her trying to turn Boba Fett's series into a semi version of the Mandalorian series. It's just don't bother her after the second season of Mandalorian, really. Where will Mara Jade appear in Star Wars canon? That's a good question, considering they've mucked up the canon already. Star Wars Legends fans will almost surely be excited to hear reports of Mara Jade. I doubt that. Finally coming to Star Wars canon. The character has been in one of the most significant Legends missions who have not come to Star Wars Galaxy proper since Disney bought it at the iconic sci-fi franchise in 2012. However, with a Star Wars sequel trilogy, the place where Mara Jade's debut would make the most sense, or the Thrawn series, already on the board, her inclusion in the canon and universe becomes a little more complicated than it may have been in just a few years ago. Lucas could do it, though, and make it make sense. How about we just do away with the sequel trilogy? You start over and use that as a jumping off point. Sounds good to me. What if, when fans find Luke Skywalker in Episode 7, Mara Jade has already come and gone from his life? This could mean one of the projects set in this in between period between in Episode 6 and 7, in i.e. The Mandalorian or Grogu, Dave Filoni's is Mandoverse, his culmination film, or Ahsoka Season 2. I don't think they're doing a Season 2 of that. Could potentially include the iconic Legends character. Mara Jade could be introduced in one of these. Is go on in some epic adventure with Luke and company, and then die, further justifying why Mark Hamill's Jedi Master goes into hiding and heading into the sequel trilogy. She could even be an exciting character to focus on with a project of her own. What if audiences met her in a Mara J-led TV series? Oh yeah, you'd know they'd want to do something like that. Recounting her origins in the franchise before she meets Luke, who can become a member of the new Jedi Order. Potential for this character is endless in Star Wars canon. It is just a matter of finding the right fit to have her, or potentially her relationship with Luke. Makes sense with the canon timeline. And this is Disney Star Wars, so chances are we're probably looking at more along lines of how to the worst way of fitting her in, and probably race swapping her, seeing as she's ginger. And one last thing to throw in here for the hell of it. This little thing here. The Helen and Slater, her Dan, Supergirl, Lauren and Vandervoort, as Cara Zor-El, Melissa Benoist as Cara Danvers, Sasha Kali as Cara Zor-El, a totally different version of her, which didn't go over very well. And finally, Millie Alcock. I'm trying to avoid the parody of her name. Cara Zor-El from the latest movie. Apparently she's going to get her own in Supergirl. We'll show her movie in 2026, spinning off from this latest Superman movie. And the post I got this from says, it's kind of baffling that Supergirl will debut in 1959, and yet that 3 out of the 5 live-action portrayals of her are just as from the last 10 years. And most of them were all that great either. Yeah, no, there's this kind of a one-off if I happen to come across. So, we are coming to the end of the show. And said if I remembered, I would mention the two things I posted earlier. So we have Ember, who has raised $492 with a goal of $20,000. They were assaulted for a hate-related incident, and they need help with hospital bills, even despite with insurance. And our second individual, or I should say the first one, is Scooby Pup, who is facing homelessness due to an imminent eviction because the jackass landlord who had jacked up their rate, almost doubling the rent on them. And so far, they've raised $2,800 of a goal of $10,000. Now, seeing as we haven't had too many people in here, I imagine you can probably scroll up and find the two links in there, so you can check them out. And it looks like Cosmic Theta Theater has already started his broadcast, so you can go check him out there. The weeds of crime bear bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The shadow knows.